to be a guest on Straight Talk? This is Straight Talk with Atlanta native Greg Fann, the Preacher Man, and his sidekick Shanan Jones. Frank discussions of issues affecting the ATL, Fulton County, the state of Georgia, the nation, and around the world. And now, here they are, live and in living color, the team of Jones and Fann, the Preacher Man.
Welcome today to Straight Talk with yours truly, Greg Fann, the Preacher Man. And we go around the world with news and information. Don't forget to like us. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make comments and share here on Straight Talk with yours truly. Preacher Fan Shanan E. Jones. Shanan, his birthday. He had a birthday, so he is enjoying himself. He's over in the 50s now, getting closer to double nickels. Y'all just pray for him, okay? All right, well, listen, today we're going to have Miss C. Miss C is going to be talking with her news and information. And then we're going to talk about what's really going on in D.C. when a senator, U.S. senator, goes to a meeting to ask questions about what's going on with all of these activities that's going on in Los Angeles, California, and all of the military activities and the things that's happening that's causing an uproar in his particular state where he serves as a U.S. senator. So listen, we'll have that right after Miss C, and I'll be back on the other side.
Hi, Miss C here with your 3-minute news blast, or more or less. Hey, Bishop Greg. Hey, Pastor Shanan. Listen, I'm all excited because when I finish talking to you today, I'm going to be headed out to family reunion. See, I got my glasses on, and I'm just ready. Okay. And so I'm going to give you these few tidbits of information, and then I'm going to be off. Okay. All right. Listen, every first, second, and third Wednesday from 4 to 7 p.m., drop by the East Point Farmers Market at 2714 East Point Street in East Point, Georgia. There's going to be artisan food from local farms and good music. And that's at the East Point Farmers Market every first, second, and third Wednesday from 4 to 7 p.m. The Children's Soar Incorporated presents Trouble to Triumph. It's a Juneteenth event, and it's going to be Saturday, June 21st from 11 to 2 p.m. at Liberty International Church, and that's 1362 Metropolitan Parkway in Southwest Atlanta, where our own Bishop Greg Fann is overseer. Now, to get more information, go to www.thechildrensoar.org. That's thechildrensoar.org. And Bishop Fann reminds us that trouble is easy to get into, but it is hard to get out of. So this event will feature an engaging panel, food, and networking. Paradise Baptist Church at 1711 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway in Northwest Atlanta invites you to the pastoral anniversary celebration of Dr. Charles A. and Evelyn Harper on June 22nd at 9:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. At 9:30 a.m., our own Bishop Greg Fann will be the guest speaker, and at 2 p.m. is Dr. Darrell Elligan of True Light. Now listen, there are 4 things I'd like for you to do before I get out of here. I'd like for you to subscribe. I'd like for you to like us, and those buttons you'll see right there on your screen. And number 3, I'd like for you to leave comments. Let us know how we're doing, okay? We would love to know that. And also share us. Don't keep Straight Talk News to yourself. Let everybody know about Straight Talk News, okay? And if you'd like for us to announce your event, just email it to us at straighttalknews1362@gmail.com. That's straighttalknews1362@gmail.com. And listen, until I see you again, may the Lord God bless you real good. Okay? Bye now.
I'm proud of my Democratic colleagues who are willing to stand up to this thuggery. Trump is a wannabe gangster, and he's showing the world what he's about.
Donald Trump's thugs are out of control. At this point, hopefully everyone has seen the now viral video of a senator being manhandled and tackled by Donald Trump's thugs.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
If you let my hands go ahead, put them behind my back.
All right. Cool. One hand. Lay flat. Lay flat.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here. I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI, right?
It's not even just this. Recently, Trump's thugs were involved in what appeared to be a hit and run. They literally collided with a car, believing the car to be occupied by illegal immigrants, only to figure out they were wrong, and then they fled the scene.
Yeah, Colleen, according to the LAPD Hollenbeck Division, this incident here occurred about 11 o'clock right here, Whittier Boulevard in Calzona in Boyle Heights, involving a federal agent. Now, we believe there's video showing it's an ICE agent, and they fled the scene. According to initial reports, that's what we believe happened. Hollenbeck Division is even saying they're investigating this possibly as an assault with a deadly weapon. So there's still a lot to find out, a lot of details to confirm, but it appears from what we have is that possibly an ICE agent was involved in an accident here, and they fled the scene. LAPD Hollenbeck Division are the ones who are investigating. Colleen, Mark?
This is absolutely ridiculous, embarrassing, and pathetic. And it reflects incredibly poorly on Donald Trump. This is part of the reason why Trump's approval rating continues to plummet. That's right. The most recent survey found that Donald Trump is now underwater with every single issue, even immigration issues. 43% approve, but 54% disapprove. Deportations, 56% disapprove. The economy, 56% disapprove. 40% of voters have a favorable opinion of President Trump, while 53% have an unfavorable opinion of him. And it's the nonsense that we're witnessing with Donald Trump's thugs that's contributing to this abysmal approval rating.
Alex Padilla's story is the story of all of us. He is a good and decent man. He is a great and capable senator. He deserved better than what he got in that federal building in Los Angeles. The American people deserve better than what he got in the federal building in Los Angeles. Let us remember ourselves. Let us remember who we are. We're the country of Jefferson and of Lincoln and of Washington.
All of this nonsense has led to the moment you've been waiting for. That's right. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson tried to tell a brazen lie, and it was quickly called out. Take a look.
I think the senator's actions, my view is it was wildly inappropriate. You don't charge a sitting cabinet secretary, and everybody can draw their own conclusions. You can see it's a heated debate here. I'm not going to respond to that. Let me just, hold on, wait just a second. I think the American people can draw their own conclusions. They saw a senator acting like wildly inappropriate. I'll leave it at that.
Acting like a senator. Why don't you stand up for Congress?
Well, let me just apologize for the audio while the audio feed is not going out I know that it's not going out, and you guys cannot hear what I'm saying there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, and it's going to be live with me. Again, I apologize. There is no live feed there. But if you give me just a moment, I will be back on the stream, and I will share with you what I was saying then at that particular time after the interview with the young man who had Mr. Schumer and discussing what was happening in California. So I do apologize for that. But God would have it be the way that it is anyway. So you need for me to do it, and I'm doing it live. And the whole thing here is that we have a president who has enabled individuals to do things against elected officials, against the citizens of the United States, against the Constitution of the United States. And people are following in line. When you have a speaker said that this man was confrontational. He was not confrontational. You saw it. He was not confrontational. He was only asking a question. He is the senator for that state, for the state of California. He's the senior senator. And what's happening in his state with all this, with immigrants and the ICE and individuals being arrested and people being detained, and all, he wants to know why are these things happening and why are they doing it the way that they're doing it. But they would not answer his question, so they rushed him out of the room. They got the people, law enforcement officer, put him down, and they handcuffed him. Lucky they didn't arrest him though, like they doing the sister in I think it's New Jersey, the congresswoman in New Jersey, which is being indicted because when she went to the ICE planes, they said that she touched one of the ICE officers. It's just crazy what's really going on in the country today. It's madness. It's madness. It's foolishness. It's crazy what's really going on in our country today. So I'm sharing this with you guys today because as we look around and we see what's going on, we know what the Bible said these things will happen in the last days. We got war, rumor of wars. We got Iran and Israel. We got Putin and Russia and Ukraine. And other wars are probably brewing in other places that we don't know about. But we see all these things that are happening. We see fire, storms, hurricanes, all these things that are happening that the Bible tells us these things were going to be happening. And this world economic power control, what Trump is coming out with these BenCon, he is doing the BenCon. So he's further in making welfare, making money for himself and his family, leaving the legacy for his family. But your money perishes with you. And so nobody told him that. He didn't read the Bible. The one he had was upside down, so he didn't read the Bible. So he really fully don't understand the word God. He doesn't believe in God. He doesn't have faith in God. And many of us are turning our backs on God when we say, God bless America, land that I love. Well, do you really love America? Do you really love this land called America? Do you really understand that this land is supposed to be for people, for liberty, give people liberty, freedom, right? So what I'm suggesting to many of you all, you know what's going on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump, right? The the richest man and the man who has to sit in the seat of the most powerful position in the country. We see what's going on. God pulling coverings off. He's pulling coverings off, and he said he would pull coverings off. That's the word of God. We see these things, but we have to stay steadfast in our hope and our belief in Jesus Christ. And the men and women of faith, we got to come together. We got to call out sin. When I call it the demon dome, it's the demon dome. Stop talking about it ain't the demon dome. You got too many evil people up there doing evil things for good people. And Jesus told us in his word, in the Holy Writ, he says in Matthew, whatever you do unto the least of them, you do also unto me. If you don't, you're going to hell. People don't believe in hell. They don't believe that there's a hell. They think that their money is going to get them into heaven. Well, your money might get you in a rich car. It might can get you on the first seat on a plane, but it cannot get you into heaven. It will not get you into heaven. Only your deeds and work And your faith and your belief in him and staying faithful to him will allow you to get into that place that we all should be seeking, because we didn't come here to stay. One day we got to depart from this earth and move to a better place. Hopefully you are like me, thinking we're going to a better place than continue to practice to go to the worstest place. So for eternity. Preaching now, preacher man. I know I'm preaching. But I got to say these things because we are too faced with too much stuff happening too it's everywhere. All the confusion over here, confusion over there. People being starved out. We're going back. And I would suggest again, and this is just a suggestion that for those of you who are historians and those who are not, that you would share with your kids that about the Reconstruction era, how we had the 13th and 14th Amendment and abolished slavery, and those the amendments that gave us the right to vote, and then how they had to come back and get another amendment, so make sure we did vote, that we didn't have to do the literacy test and all those other things that they caused for us to do to even have the right to vote. Now we have the right to vote, and not the right to vote, but a privilege to vote, because they got to decide whether or not we can continue to vote. Because look like they're trying to take our vote away, so we cannot vote. So they're doing everything to impede so that people won't be able to vote. So, brothers and sisters, I got a lot to say about that. I really do have a lot to say about that, and I need for you to think about that. I need for you to think about how many people lived, died, bled for us to have the right to vote. How many people lived, died, bled for us to even have religious freedom, to be able to be free, to be able to say what we believe or what we feel. The right, the Constitution, we have the right to freedom of speech. We have the freedom to say what we want to say. And some people they feel like, well, it's going to be all right. Let them do what they do. Well, let them do what they do will affect your children and your grandchildren. People fought for us to be able to have the kind of quality of life we have enjoyed. We must continue to fight to make sure that our kids and our grandkids and our great-grandkids will enjoy that same or better quality of life than what we've had. Not worse, but better. Do read and look up the Reconstruction era and see where we're headed. And if we're headed back to that, the removal of all black elected officials and how they're removing people out of this country. And they're saying that even if you're a citizen of the United States, you may even be deported from the United States. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Just think about it. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Why don't you go out and send us something here. Go out on Straight Talk News 1362 at gmail.com. That's Straight Talk News 1362 at gmail.com. And like and subscribe to our channel, make comments, and share as we continue to try to bring to you information and things that are going on in our country today. But I want to let you know, as we get ready to close Straight Talk segment here with the old preacher man, is that the wicked shall cease from troubling, and the weary shall be at rest, and all the saints of God shall sit at his feet and be blessed. I don't know about you, but I want to be one of the number when the saints go marching in. This ain't been nothing but Straight Talk with yours truly, Greg Fann, the preacher man, around the world with news and information. Again, don't forget to like us, don't forget to share, and don't forget to make comments. Won't you do that? Won't you do that for us and be a part of the Straight Talk family? Subscribe to our channel, and share our channel with other individuals so they too can get this worthy information that we provide for you each and every week. Okay? Do that for us. Well, again, I'm going to reiterate a couple of announcements before I get out of here, is that on this Sunday is Father's Day. So yes, remember your dad. Do good by your dad for Father's Day. Won't you do that and let your dad know that you appreciate him, that you love him, and you appreciate all the things Daddy did for you. All right? Well, till next week, again, this ain't been nothing but Straight Talk with yours truly, Greg Fann, the preacher man. It's been nothing but what, preacher man? Shanan ain't here to help you say it. You just say it by yourself. It ain't been nothing but Straight Talk.
Want to be a guest on Straight Talk? Email Greg Fann at FANN922 at Comcast.net or call 404-308-0795. Join us again for another episode of Straight Talk with Shanan Jones and Greg Fann, the Preacher Man.